All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Sliding. Check back for it. Kill. 47.
Prescott on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. On first down, it's Taylor. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 17, Prescott. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First down, Prescott. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Down. 90 Wolf. Watch the draw. He's checking. Deep in.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cook running right. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Prescott. Caught by Allen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Slow right in. 59. Going to 52. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Drop deep, drop deep. 4-7's the mark. We go 46. 46.
Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Give me the ball every time.
Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Leo!
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, Sam on. Check 24. Hard, hard. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
There we go. Line in. 47. Check, check, 47. Watch the run, watch the run. 47's the mic, 47's the mic.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Anderson. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott, he's going to air one out for Anderson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start the drive with Cook. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 76 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. Muhammad. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
On the carry, it's Cook. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Herbert. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Fair. Check it back. Hey, go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Kill. Turn up. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Hey, Charlie. You draw quarters.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now. 30 base. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Greystone, Travis.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Herbert, he sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Herbert going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action now, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert, he's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Spot, cut, spot, no, look, squeeze. Check.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Protein spill. Shoot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
10-2 stop. Mike Bobo. Hey, let's get. Kill. Check now. Roll out. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Step.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
You ain't going nowhere.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go again with Muhammad. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Trotty! And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Allen. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. A 5-yard gain.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Leo.
On 1st down, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Now a run with Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. Hard.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Hey, box truck.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Watch the slant. 47's the mark.
Now Prescott. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Hey, line 7.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Herbert eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And it's complete to Kelsey. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On first down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 25. Check 25. Hey, Delta. Check 13. Check 13. Clear.
On fourth down, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Check. Check 26. Check 26. Look at me. Door. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking.
Now again running right, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, switch gears. 49. Check 49.
On the ground, it's Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Watch the twist.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 10 logo. You ain't doing nothing. 5. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. He's tired. Shoot.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.